to the Earth in a huge cluster. It was found by explorers and held for nearly 200 years, until the brilliant scientist Albert Einstein had the artifact collected and brought forward to him for experimentation in the year 1907. They called the artifact the Rushmore S gem. The Rushmore's gem was experimented upon for 73 consecutive hours, and then began to have a reaction. It began to let off a red smoke from deep inside the crest of the cracks, and a red-hot steamy liquid began to leak through the floor of the building in which the experiments were taking place. A loud and roaring explosion occurred and affected a 7-mile radius. Also affected all those who were touched by the radiant explosion let off by the Rushmore S gem. The gem was destroyed, and unfortunately Mr. Einstein died in the explosion as well, along with 12 other fatalities. The energy that affected those in the vicinity gave said individuals defects. Some were gifted supernatural abilities such as superstrength, enhanced intelligence, spiked senses. Others, cursed degenerative bodies, blindness. Hearing so enhanced it would deafen your ears. Humans of that time were not meant to touch or be bound to such power, but those who lived past the tragedy would evolve and become subjects of the early government and stripped of their title of human, and now called aliens. 2,500 were the individuals infected that survived the Rushmore's gem explosion. At first, things were peaceful. People lived on, created more life, and lived just as any other. But then the Depression came. In 1929, the human economy took a major crash and people lost hope. Some of the affected began to get angry. Their powers responded to said emotion. They began to destroy, to kill, to martyr, for they believed in a better world. As the killing progressed and the entire continent of North America began to fall, the government needed a contingency. They needed a plan. A special task force built deep within the government was made of the most skilled, most ruthless human killers of that time. Prisoners were recruited. Those who lost people to the aliens were recruited. Anyone who had hatred toward the aliens were recruited, trained how to kill efficiently, and waited for their day to finally come. Their day for revenge. They called this government faction the EUSG, the exterminators of the United States government, and they were officially tasked with the termination of all alienated men, women, and children. As aliens continued to reproduce, just as many were killed day to day. Aliens relied on having children to keep their numbers strong. Powers that aliens have also have a slight chance to pass down to their children. And this was the driving force of survival for the aliens. Build numbers so strong until the government is overwhelmed. One alienated man changed the course of history forever. His name was Luther. He was a black man and an alien born in the midst of chaos from two worlds. He strived for a better world, for a peaceful world for both aliens and black people alike.